Claire kind of be Emily's puppet master.
Where everything Emily was doing was being coordinated by Claire. It all clicked for me that had been my entire marriage.
Okay. Am I the only one who's waiting for the reunion? Can we skip everything else? Even Michael and Chloe's, decision day. Can we have it at the reunion? Because I want to hear what, Cameron is going to say. I want to see him light up Claire, because Claire, I think, is trying to use the other women to sort of make them share in her misery. So she doesn't want to be the only one that's divorced. She wants all of them to be divorced and to be in this girls' club. So that's the impression that I get. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Valerie. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 17, Episode 21. The episode starts off with Emily, Becca, and Claire sort of sitting around and just having conversations about their failed relationships. And I said this before, I'll say this again. Misery loves company, and this is why Claire is enjoying, for me, she's enjoying this. She's enjoying the fact that she's not the only one with a failed relationship. The fact that she went to sort of pick up Becca when Becca was leaving. And even when they were sitting around as girls, she was saying, oh, the boys, nobody texts us because they know they were wrong. Cam didn't text me because he knows he was wrong. And it's like, you're bombarding him with texts. Please sit down. We don't want to hear the victim, story. Please stop. I am not buying anything she's selling. I haven't been buying anything she's selling for a couple of weeks now. And so it's very annoying that sadly she seems to be taking joy from the other girls being in pain. I love that fact that Becca and Emily are continuing their relationship. And when Emily was moving in, Becca was there to sort of help her unpack, which was good. They sat down and they're sort of reflective on their journey. I agree with Becca. It's always important when you leave a relationship, ask yourself, what did I learn from this relationship? What do I want to improve on? What do I want to sort of work on? What do I think I need to sort of look for in my next partner? And you will be a better person. So I like the fact that they're both appreciative of their journey, and the fact that they're going to take a moment to see if there is anything else they can do before they fall into another relationship, which is good. You have Michael and Chloe go to this farm, and it's like, they're a bit too much. They're people pleasers, and Michael is just going out along with everything Chloe wants. That's my opinion. Because she's talking about adopting, fostering 5 children with pets and stuff. And it's like, oh my God, that's too hectic. That sounds very, very hectic. You can't go from 0 to 100. I think they should have been talking about their journey after they leave the experiment, and then once they are settled in, they can have conversations about adopting and stuff. Once they're settled in, if they want to start fostering, then they can start maybe with 1 child and 1 animal and then move on from there. But it seems Chloe wants all of it all at the same time. I don't know. Sad that these grown men don't know how to take responsibility for their actions, because you have Austin talking to his housemate, sort of explaining about the incident that led to their breakup, and the fact that he he ended up owning up that I did lie to Becca, but the fact that he's faking being naive and sort of pretending like, he didn't see what he did wrong, and his friend had to say, I would have felt the same way Becca's feeling, because if you lie to me and if you go out with someone and you don't tell me when I ask you, then I would feel some type of way. And the fact that he didn't apologize, and she said, well, I would have expected that. And it's like, the least he should have done is he should have taken a day or two and said to her, I know you're very upset. Before he took the time out, he should have said, I know you're very upset. I'm going to do you mind if I give you a moment? I'll take a moment to think about everything that's happened, and then we can come back maybe in a couple of days, sit down and have a conversation. I'm sincerely sorry for what happened, and then left it at that. And then the moment he saw her, I'm so sorry. I never thought about, my actions and how they would upset you. I just thought, it was a white lie. I didn't realize I was hurting your feelings by not owning up that I'd gone out with a producer, and it wasn't a good look for me to go out with her, because then you start to question, since we already had, intimacy issues, am I attracted to her? Is she the reason why I wasn't attracted to you? So I sincerely apologize. But no, he didn't. And so he can't start crying because It's his fault. Why did he go out with her? And why did the producer go out with someone's husband without the wife there? I think there's more to that producer and Becca situation. I feel like maybe there were some inappropriate sort of actions that took place. This is why Becca felt some type of way. Otherwise, I don't think she would have been upset if he had gone out with a couple of the producers and production team. I think there's more to that story, and I can't wait to find out. Hopefully, he's not dating the producer now. And then you have Brennan go out with his friend, and he's sort of trying to still sour Emily and sort of paint her in a bad light. Oh, I was going through my phone and then I came across this diary cam where she was offloading. Why did you not bring it? Why did you not bring it? Why did you keep it? If it was the truth, you should have brought it and you should have shown it to the producers. That way they could have played it to defend you. But because you know it's a lie, this is why you're going to say something that has no evidence to it. I can't wait for the reunion, and I want it to be brought up and it to be addressed. His friend was sort of saying, oh, you need to say whatever's hurting you so that you can get closure. Brennan didn't do anything. Brennan didn't even put 50% of himself into his marriage. So the idea that he's saying he's heartbroken, he really wanted this to work, but he had to put his pride aside. Please sit down somewhere. We're not here for it. And it's sad that his friend is sort of trying to encourage this crazy behavior. I can't wait to see how he feels once he actually sees the show. I'm happy to see that Michael and Chloe eventually sat down and had a conversation. I know Chloe felt some type of way, but Michael was able to tell her that I'm open to you for, having a lot of animals. I'm open to you sort of fostering children, but it's the quantity, the volume that I'm a bit concerned about, because fostering 5 people is a lot, even if you're a married couple, because they're not all going to be able to get your attention the same way. And Chloe has to be realistic. If she said 2 or 3, it makes sense. 5 is a lot. And you could see her face drop, and it's like, 5 is a lot. If you're going to foster children and you want to give them everything, then make sure that you have the time and the space to accommodate that. Yes, I know she said we need a home and stuff, not an apartment, but still, it will take a lot of time and attention and patience to look after five people. And Michael was right to say, this is a bit too much. 4 and above is too much for me. And I give him kudos for owning up and saying his truth. Whether she likes it or not, at the end of the day, she was able to hear his truth. You have Becca speaking to her friend. And so I think Becca really wanted to get married, and she really put in all her effort into this marriage, wanting it to succeed. And sadly, people got in her ear after decision day and told her whatever they said about Austin. I wish they had sent her pictures. If Austin was doing anything inappropriate, then she would have evidence. All she's going by is by people's word. And Claire is not the best person to rely on, especially when it comes to your relationship. I know she's a therapist, but she hasn't come across that way supportive, loving, or caring on the show, as far as I'm concerned. You have, Austin speaking to his friends and expressing his regrets, because they asked him, what did you do? I think they knew he had done something wrong in order for her to break up with him. And so for him to then sort of say, oh, I tried to speak to her and it seems she's moved on. Yeah, she has to move on. If you want to catch up, if you still want her, then you have to scoot your ass and run and chase her until you catch her. If you can't catch her, you're lost. If you can catch her, you're gained. So that's where you stand. Sadly, you can't sort of blame her for feeling upset. She is justified in her actions and what she's done. She hasn't cursed you out. She's given you the fish. Keep it moving. The conversation between Michael and Cameron was amazing, to say the least. The fact that Michael was trying to sort of understand why Cameron left, and Cameron is feeling some type of way. I can't wait for the reunion. He's coming in hot. He's forgotten about his heart disease. He is on fire, and I'm here for it. I can't wait with my popcorn, because at the end of the day, Claire upset him. I think because Claire wanted to make sure that her image was portrayed very well, because she's a therapist and, she has clients and stuff. So she had an image she was going for, and he played along because he really liked her. And so for her to throw him under the bus and say, I felt silenced. Oh, he's coming in hot. At one point, you could tell Michael was feeling uncomfortable. And then Cameron was trying to sort of give some advice, and Michael had to brush over it, because I think Cameron is now cynical after his experience with Claire, and he was trying to say to Michael, you need to make sure that, you put you first, and you need to make sure that you are keeping your eyes wide open. Don't let anyone play you. But then I think Michael didn't want to hear this, so I can't wait to see what happens. Michael went on a date with Chloe, and his right to safe decision day was then he wouldn't be able to sort of make an informed decision because he still has doubts, he still has questions about the fact that she wants to foster 5 children, she wants to have a farm with so many animals, and so he is right to say that she I don't think this is what she expected. So she felt some type of way. But if he's going to be honest with her, if she wants an honest opinion, then allow him to speak his truth. That way she knows where she stands and she doesn't get played like Emily or Becca were played by their husbands. So I give him credit for owning up to say, at the moment, I don't have enough information to allow me to say, yes, I'm ready to commit for life. Hey, they still need to work. At least he's making an effort and he's trying to work on their relationship. I give him credit for that. So you have Lauren meet up with Orion. Who else is not buying this mess? Orion is trying to revamp his character. He's been told by his family members that he made a mistake in the way he treated Lauren, in the way that he ended his marriage. And now he's trying to sort of pretend to like her and try and pretend to be in good books with her. As far as I'm concerned, the fact that she dragged him and she sort of said in a confessional that he only spoke to her on camera is one of the reasons why I think he's arranged this date. Yeah, I wish she had hit him more with more of the darts. I'm sad that she missed. And then he says to her he wants to be more than friends, and it's like, what has changed? Please tell us, we're waiting. What has changed? Because when you were with her, you said you didn't like her, you said she disrespected you, she disrespected your people. So what has changed from that? How has she respected your people then? What has she done to show that she's changed? I really hate when the producers are just looking for scenes to fill the time and so are just putting up with nonsense. I don't think that was necessary. And I want to know, who's this person at Married at First Sight who's into these, spiritual seance thingies? Because every single season you have to get someone who gets a reading, and it's like it's getting old. It's getting old. It sounded as though whoever this lady was reading Emily and Becca had been filled in by the producers. I'm not buying whatever they're saying. I'm not buying. It seemed too on point. Emily, you could tell, was skeptical. Becca believed it. Becca believed all of it. And so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Michael and Chloe met with Dr. Pia. And for me, I think I think Michael and Chloe, they are people pleasers who, when they get information to work on, they run and they work on it because they really want this relationship to work. They really want their person to be happy. But sadly, at the same time, they're not being as genuine. The fact that Chloe is still holding on to the idea that Michael said he's not ready to say yes on decision day. Yeah, they've still got 3 weeks to go. They've only been together for 5 weeks. So he might need time, and he's right to sort of keep his mom away from all the cameras and everything, just because at the end of the day, his mom has already been through his first heartbreak. I don't think she'd be on board with dealing with another possible heartbreak for him. So I get why he's being very protective. I appreciate Chloe for saying that she's sort of she agrees that, they need to wait telling his mom. I think they need to go back, as Dr. Pia said, go back to the drawing board, have honest conversations, and make sure that you're not missing out on anything. And hopefully the two of you will work and you'll find what works best for you. I don't know. I wish them all the best. I really do. It seems it's about to be chaotic for them and about to be toxic, because there's a scene of Michael sort of saying he's not sure about his marriage and then Chloe crying. I hope it's nothing serious, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 20. Bye guys.